Aircraft loading can be a high-risk activity. A simple mistake can cause a domino effect, which can ripple through every part of the operation. But this domino effect can be avoided if we all put safety at the heart of everything we do and always follow the SOP. So let's take a look at our 4 key operational activities to ensure safe loading, takeoff, and landing. Acceptance, planning, loading, reconciliation.
Welcome to Emirates Sky Cargo. This is Alma. How can I help?
During the reservation process, it is critical for our staff to ask the correct questions to the customer making the booking. The reservation process is really the first step to ensuring that the safety of flight is achieved. This can be through many different ways, understanding the commodity that we're going to be accepting for transport, the weight, the dimensions, the commodity itself. Is there any special handling involved? Is it dangerous goods? Is it live animals? Is it piercing cargo? Or is it a portable electronic device that contains a lithium battery? These seem all very simple questions, but have a very big impact during the booking stage and then the subsequent acceptance, handling, and transportation of cargo.
Every day brings its own challenges. Our team members play a crucial part in screening cargo for undeclared dangerous goods, or DG as we call them. It could be simply noticing a strange odor, or hearing an unexpected hissing noise inside a shipment. Never ignore this. Always report it to your supervisor. Once reported, further investigation of cargo may reveal DG. This is one of the reasons why we should not accept late cargo, and we must never compromise our SOP by cutting corners, as this could endanger the safety of a flight.
During the acceptance process, there are several challenges that can be faced by the staff. Insufficient or inadequate packaging, missing labels, missing documentation, and the fact that cargo arrives late, past cutoff times, ultimately puts a strain on the operation. People might speed up their work, they might miss a step, and then the cargo does not get accounted for properly during the acceptance process.
Customers don't always declare correct cargo weight, so it's important to double-check the weight and safety of all cargo, so that when the aircraft is loaded, the exact weight is known, and that weight can be evenly distributed for a safe flight.
Building the unit is considered to be one of the most important and critical functions in air cargo operation. Build-up staff is required to maximize the revenue without compromising safety. It must be ensured that right planning is carried out prior to starting the loading activities. It must be ensured that they completely study their cargo on hand, checking in the system, dimension of the cargo, type of cargo, correct briefing is carried out. The ULD serviceability check is carried out without fail. All tags must be removed, all the nets must be checked. Once that is done, it is good for them to start build-up. Weighing scales are regularly calibrated and daily checks are completed.
Ensure the weights are correctly captured. Make sure that there is a 4-eye check for the weights that are entered into the system. Make sure you do not take any weights of ULDs over phone verbally. Make sure that the tags do not contain equipment weights when gross weights are being taken. There should always be a method for reweighing shipments, reweighing ULDs whenever you see a weight deviation in a ULD tag. Remember, it is our team working in the warehouse under several challenging situations. They need all the support that we can give by providing them all information that they can use to complete the flight safely on time.
Over in the passenger terminal, the check-in team follows similar acceptance procedures. To our passengers each year, the check-in experience is simply having their bags weighed before being issued with a boarding pass. But our check-in team plays a crucial frontline role in screening and ensuring flight safety. The check-in team ask each passenger if they are carrying any dangerous goods. For example, lithium batteries for a mobility aid, or spare lithium batteries. Signage is clearly there for passengers to see a checklist of unacceptable items to carry in baggage. There should not be late acceptance. The check-in team must be confident there is sufficient time for bags to clear security and get to the aircraft. Once tagged, each bag is automatically sorted and sent to an assigned loading area, where it will be loaded into the correct ULD, ready for delivery to the aircraft. Meanwhile, back at Sky Cargo, the planning team still need to work safely, according to the SOP, in order to prepare and release an accurate UWS or unit weight statement. The baggage reconciliation report will be sent to the next link in the chain, Donata Load Control. Here, in the Planning and Document Office, cargo has been accepted very close to the cutoff time. The incoming shift is briefed. Everything we do is time-sensitive, but that doesn't mean taking shortcuts.
When the decision is taken to skip a step within a process or omit a procedure, that creates more risk in the operation. Such decisions will always have the potential to lead to safety incidents.
A big challenge we face is when cargo is accepted close to the cutoff time. We must be aware of the domino effect to other parts of the operation should any problems arise. This domino effect can be clearly seen in this visual. If cargo is accepted too late, then the ULD buildup can't be planned. This late buildup will result in a late UWS. The late load plan will impact the ramp team.
We often have requests from stations, CLC stations, where because of the cargo being accepted late, that they want us to start processing our information faster, which is the loading instructions, the no talk, so that they could start the loading of the flight in time. Safety becomes very key for us. We make sure that that is given precedence over the on-time performance.
Team meetings are essential at the beginning of each shift to share and review activity reports and discuss learnings. Using the load control system, the ULDs are planned to ensure the cargo is correctly distributed for optimal weight and balance for safe flight. A load plan shall not be issued until all information is cross-checked, and despite significant time pressures, safety is at the heart of the operation and always comes first, even if this means a delay. With the load plan complete, it can now be published to Zafire First Load, ready for the ramp team to begin loading.
Zafire First Load is a tool which has enabled us to provide real-time update between CLC here in Dubai to any aircraft loading team around the world. When I say real-time, we're talking about seconds between changes made in the centralized load control system to any application, any devices that we have rolling around the world.
Before loading begins, the team is briefed. The team will then start loading according to the load plan on the Zafire First Load. High loaders move in. Loading an aircraft is a complex operation, so the SOP must always be observed to ensure the safety of the team and the flight. The empty hold is carefully checked, and any foreign object debris is removed before loading begins. ULD tags are all cross-checked against the load plan.
Working around the aircraft includes so many stakeholders from passenger side, ramp side, crew, engineering, catering. And the most important thing is to make sure that we are communicating, always keeping ourselves updated and keeping other parties updated. What's the next step?
There are multiple challenges that we face during aircraft loading and unloading activities. Most common cases are stuck ULDs inside the aircraft cargo holds. We have a GSC breakdown issues. We have passenger baggage offloading from multiple units due to immigration or some of the other reasons. We have late delivery of the baggage and cargo units, which is again creating stand congestion. To ensure all the loading activities are done accurately, even if it means to depart the flight late, we follow the work instructions and standard operating procedures laid down by the company.
With the aircraft safely loaded, the ALS meets with the ground dispatcher or the turnaround coordinator to confirm the final load reconciliation and perform a base sweep prior to hold closure. The load sheet is sent automatically by the load controller to the flight deck communication system. The flight crew will use the information in the load sheet to set the aircraft equipment appropriately.
This time of departure countdown can get to us and rush us to complete tasks faster, but at the expense of safety. We cannot always increase manpower and equipment when needed, but we can always make time.
With safe working at the heart of everything we do, our aircraft are safer, our team is safer, and our passengers are safer.
Like any organization, we as Emirates have a duty of care to our employees, customers, and contractors. We all share the same responsibility for safety. We should all take care of each other, follow procedures, and highlight issues and concerns that we think could impact our safety.
We are all human. Being able to say, "I need help," is an incredibly powerful thing to say. And it's hard to say no to someone that asks for help. Nothing should be more important than your safety, safety of your colleagues, and a safe operation.
It's up to all of us to take individual responsibility in our work and avoid the domino effect on aircraft loading. Everyone has a part to play in aircraft loading. Play your part.